What's up, everybody? It's Nathan Crane, the Sustainable Runner, and today I'm excited to take you on a run with me. This is intended to be my longest run yet. Last weekend I ran 19 miles, and honestly it kicked my ass. Today is Sunday, and my goal is to run 20 miles. So not much difference, but the reason I'm doing 20 instead of like 22 or 23, which I was intending, is because I'm still recuperating from last week's long run. That's my goal, but I'm also paying attention to my body. I need to stay injury free for this upcoming ultra marathon I signed up for, the Whiskey Basin 57K. So first ultra marathon ever. Actually, I've never ran a marathon, and I'm only been running a few months now, and you know, just paying attention to my body, make sure it's staying in good shape and staying injury free so I can make this happen. So anyway, my goal is 20 miles. I'm going to be running into the night, so at least a couple hours in the dark, I imagine, and I'm going to be doing a couple of loops on a single track in the hilly high desert here in Santa Fe. Really beautiful trail. Also, if you're wondering, the dogs are in the very back of the truck because they got sprayed by a skunk last night. For some reason, skunks come around our house, dogs chase them, skunks spray them, dogs keep chasing them. You would think that the dogs don't like getting sprayed and they'd stop chasing them, but for whatever reason, they freaking chase them every time. They get sprayed and they keep chasing them. They don't care if they get sprayed. But I care, because now they smell horrible. This morning, the whole house smelled like a skunk came inside and sprayed all over the walls, and then went back outside and sprayed the dogs. I don't know what the heck happened, because the dogs don't even live inside the house, so I don't know how the heck the smell got so strong in the house. But anyway, they're in the back of the truck because I don't want them stinking up my truck. Alright, just got to La Tierra Trails here in beautiful Santa Fe. I ran this trail earlier in the week, 2-hour run, and really pushed myself and got to about an 11 per minute mile for whatever it was, like 10 miles, which was a big improvement for me, and definitely was pushing myself. This trail is really fun because it's got a lot of curves. It's got some decent short but steady climbs, but they're tight curves, and so when you're running, it just feels like you're riding a bike, cruising down the curves. It's really fun. But today I think I'm gonna just try and take it easy, go for the 20, and just enjoy the beauty, enjoy the run, not really try to push myself too hard, and just enjoy the serenity and the beauty and the peace out here during my run. So let's hit it. All right, so we are on our second loop around. I figure it'd probably be easiest on this trail just to do 3 loops, which would be, I think, 21 or 22 miles. So we'll see how we're doing at after the second loop, and we'll go from there. But you know, during the first loop, I had a Tony Robbins track come on my iPod. It's about an hour interview with John Wooden, I believe is his last name, who was pretty much, I think, one of the most famous basketball coaches, one of the most successful, one of the most humble college basketball coaches in history, and won 10 championships with his teams, and he was the coach of UCLA. Anyway, just a very humble man, had some incredibly sage and inspiring wisdom shared in the interview. One of the key pieces that he shared that resonates very strongly with me and applies to all runners and all athletes and really all aspects of life is he taught his players not how to win, not how to be better than anybody else. He never focused on winning, and he never focused on score and who scored the most points and who was better than who. Actually, he discouraged that very much. And what he encouraged, what he taught his players, was how to be the best possible player that they could be themselves, how to be the best possible college student, how to be the best possible moral and mental and spiritually and emotionally balanced human being. And he taught balance, and he taught love, and he taught every day to get better than you were the day before, to be your greatest self you possibly can be. And that's certainly something I've lived by for over a decade now. And there's sometimes competition with other people or dreams of being better than others creeps into my mind. It's the ego coming in, always wanting to be better. And I'm grateful for this interview, for this wisdom from John and Tony, reminding us it's not about being better than anybody else or faster or stronger. It's about being the best possible version of ourselves that we possibly can be. All right, so we just finished the second 7.5 mile loop for just a little over 15 miles, and I really want to finish. I want to go for another loop, and honestly the determination of my mind is willing and ready to go for another loop. The problem is my hips and my knees and my ankles and those main areas of my body do not agree with that. And I really want to get some good quality runs in this coming week. And I know that if I do another full loop, same thing's going to happen. Like last week, I went the full distance, and at the end of it, I had to take basically 3 full days, well, 4 days off of running. And I'm still not fully recovered. So I'm gonna listen to my body. I'm gonna stop here at the second loop. I'm gonna go home, eat a good meal, rest, recover, take a couple days off, and then get some really good quality runs in this week. Hopefully a yoga class as well. And come back next Sunday with the goal to do a full 3 loops for just over 22 miles. So yes, a little disappointed I didn't get it today, but that's okay. Experience tells me listen to the body when it's screaming. Don't overdo it. Find that balance. I feel like I could do more and do better, and at the same time remembering life is about balance, and just as I was talking about earlier with the interview with the coach with John, it's one of the main things he teaches his basketball players as well, is how to balance their lives. And it's so important that we bring that balance into every part of our life. So we didn't get it today, but we'll shoot for it next weekend, and be rested and prepared to come and get the full 22 plus miles. So that's it for today. Remember to run, eat, and live as sustainable as you possibly can. And I appreciate you liking and sharing this video and for subscribing, and I'll talk to you next time.